And I'm sorry. Miss Lewis, could you stop the video for the lady with the iPhone? It's very distracting. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank
Okay.
you. All right. As I was saying, if you're a defendant charged with one or more misdemeanor offenses, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Most of you, if not all of you, should already have had an opportunity to speak with a member from the Public Defense Office or from the Conflict Defense Office or with your own attorney. All right, so Mr. Ricky Williams, positions 48 and 49. Mr. Williams, would you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right, you'll need to speak a little louder because we have a court reporter on Zoom. Thank you. All right. Mr. Williams, first case is 25 CR 4040G, accused of criminal trespass, violation of pedestrian rules and roadway, and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. The second case is 25 CR 4097G, in which case he is accused of simple battery at a public transit vehicle or station, criminal trespass, and violation of certain rules at a bus or rail station. I think there are 2 counts of the violation of or certain acts at a bus or rail station. Would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Scirocco, what is the plea offer?
Yes, Judge. For count 1 of the first position here, that's position 48, on criminal trespass, it's 12 months probation concurrent with 25 CR 004097G. Stay away from the Peachtree Center fountain at 66 Alabama Street in Atlanta. Count 2, 12 months probation with count 1, that is the pedestrian in the roadway. And count 3, the willful obstructions, 12 months probation concurrent with count 1, $300 fine. With respect to the other case, position 49, 25 CR 004097G, the simple battery in a public transit vehicle or station, that's count 1, 12 months, served 90 days, credit for time served 16 days. And that is from July 16th of this year to present, balance probated, BHET, 12-week anger management, no further contact with Tamika Smith Brinson, and 60 hours community service. For count 2, the criminal trespass, 12 months probation concurrent with count 1. Stay away from all MARTA premises and property in accordance with the permanent ban that is in place currently. And for counts 3 and 4, both 12 months probation concurrent with count 1. We do want to sound for the victim in position 49 of the simple battery, the Miss Tamika Smith Brinson at this time, and we ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and identification for purposes of the plea.
Ms. Smith Brinson, if you're on Zoom, this is your time to unmute and start your video. All right. And Ms. Tucker, do we stipulate?
We do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea, Your Honor. And we would like to make a request to the court in position 48 for the fine, the $300 fine associated with the willful obstruction, asking if it could be converted to community service hours, 30 hours of community service.
And the reason?
He's not currently able to pay that financially. He's not employed at the moment.
So he has the whole year to get employment, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So the request is denied. He's already got to do 60 hours of community service already. So I think he can get employment and start paying his probation fees and his fine. I will waive his probation fees for the months of, well, does he have any holds?
I didn't see any holds, Judge. Let me double check for you.
I'm sorry. No, Your Honor, he doesn't have any holds.
Okay, then he'll be reporting to probation. I'll waive his probation fees for August, September, so he'll start paying probation fees from October 1st onwards. Plenty of time to get a job and start paying. All right. Mr. Williams, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
Have you understood what's going on in your cases?
Ma'am.
And are you satisfied with your legal services?
I am.
Are you entering this guilty plea freely, willingly, and knowingly?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that you'll be on probation for 2 separate cases and that you would have to report every month and comply with the conditions. Are you prepared to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you decide to plead guilty, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not go back to a court of law to face your accusers, challenge evidence that could be presented against you, present your own legal defenses and arguments, and the prosecutor won't have to prove all these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
In position 48, 25 CR 4040G, how do you plead to criminal trespass, pedestrian and roadway, and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer?
Guilty.
For count 1, your sentence is 12 months, concurrent with position number 49. You are to stay away from the Peachtree Center fountain at 66 Alabama Street in Atlanta, Georgia. You can observe and admire the fountain from about 50 yards away, but you cannot be anywhere near that fountain. With regard to the pedestrian and roadway, that's going to be 12 months concurrent with count 1. And for the willful obstruction, that's going to be 12 months concurrent with count 1, with the addition of a $300 fine. With regards to position 49, 25 CR 4097G, how do you plead to simple battery at a public transit vehicle or station, criminal trespass, and 2 counts of certain acts at a bus, rail, or station which are prohibited?
Guilty.
For count 1, it's going to be 12 months to serve 90 days, credit for time served 16 days. Whoops, he'll have additional jail time. Do we know how much jail time he has?
Yes, I've discussed that with him.
All right. Once he's completed his additional jail time, he will report to probation within 48 hours. For the simple battery, while he's on probation, he will need to undergo a behavioral health evaluation and submit to all treatment and medication and be compliant with such treatment. He will also need to enroll in a 12-week anger management program, and he must enroll in the program within 120 days of reporting to probation. At all times, he's to have no contact with Tamika Smith Brinson, and he is required to do 60 hours of community service at any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school. He must begin his community service at a minimum rate of 10 hours per month. For count 2, criminal trespass is going to be 12 months concurrent with count 1, and to stay away from all MARTA property since he is under a permanent ban. He's not allowed on any MARTA buses, trains, and not allowed at any of their stations, including the parking lot and the sidewalks. Counts 3 and 4 are going to be 12 months concurrent with count 1. Once you report to probation, your first 2 months of probation fees will be waived, and you will need to start paying your probation within 120 days of reporting to probation at a minimum rate of $50 per month. You'll also need to be current with your probation fees. Any questions, Ms. Tucker?
No, Your Honor.
Any questions? No?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Position 52 and 53, Tony Zimmerman.
Okay. Mr. Tony Zimmerman has been advised of his rights and he's represented by Ms. Tucker. His case is 22 CR 76258, accused of possession of a drug-related object from January 29, 2022. He has a bench warrant, a failure to appear, under 25 FTA 1437. Mr. Zimmerman, may I place you under oath for your plea? Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Swarup?
Yes, Judge. We've spoken with defense about this. We've agreed to a time served plea for this case. He's going to be enrolled in it's, I believe, called RSAT. Yeah, he's an RSAT program. Also, we're going to null pros the FTA. It's been he was incarcerated at the time. Defense has sent us proof of that. So it's going to be for the possession and use of drug-related objects. 12 months, time served, 30 days, credit for time served, 15 days. It's from July 17th of this year to present.
All right, so we're dispensing with the ADAT and the 20 hours community service?
That is correct, Judge.
All right.
And we ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
All right, thank you. Mr. Zimmerman, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, Your Honor.
Have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you satisfied with your legal services?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you decide to plead guilty to this charge, you would have to give up your right to a trial, to go back to court and confront your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, and have the state prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to possession of a drug-related object?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Your sentence is to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. It's time served. The case is closed. Thank you. And the bench warrant's dismissed.
Position number 29, Mr. Matthews.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now. Okay. Rodriguez Matthews is accused of simple assault and criminal trespass from July 18th, 2025, case 25 CR 4090D. Mr. Matthews, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. White. May I place you under oath for the plea? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? Yes, no? Speak up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge. For count one, the simple assault, 12 months served 28 days, credit for time served 14 days. That's from July 18th of this year to present. Balance probated, no further contact with Abby Conter, Op 21 law and decision making course, and 40 hours community service. For count two, the criminal trespass, 12 months probation concurrent with count one. Stay away from all Georgia State University premises and property. We want to sound for Miss Abby Conter at this time, and we ask defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Ms. Abby Conter? All right. Mr. White, do you so stipulate?
We do, Your Honor. Just ask to accept the plea as negotiated and allows probation to terminate or go non-reporting once he completes his requirements.
We're fine with non-reporting, Judge. We would object to termination.
Mr. Matthews, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol?
Yes, no, ma'am.
Repeat.
No, no.
Have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes. Yes.
If you decide to plead guilty to these two charges, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You would not go back to a court of law to face your accuser, challenge evidence brought against you, present your own defenses and arguments, and the state won't have to prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes.
Repeat.
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to simple assault and criminal trespass?
Yes.
For count one, your sentence is 12 months to serve 28 days, credit for time served 14 days. You will report to Fulton County Probation within 48 hours of being released or the first business day. So if you have no other holds, the first report date will be Monday before 3 p.m. While on probation, you are to have no contact with Abby Conter, undergo a OP 21 law and decision-making course, and complete 40 hours of community service at any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school. You will complete your community service at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month. For count 2, it will be 12 months concurrent with count 1, and you're required to stay away from all property that belongs to Georgia State University. Georgia State University owns quite an extensive amount of property in downtown Atlanta, so please beware that you need to make sure you stay away from all their property for up to 1 year. If you complete the course and you complete the 40 hours of community service and you are up to date with your probation fees, then your probation will be non-reporting. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position number 30.
Roderick McClern is accused of criminal trespass. Case number 25 CR 4045G. Mr. McClern, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Mr. White. May I place you under oath, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Scaraco?
Yes, Judge. On the criminal trespass, 12 months served 32 days, credit for time served 16 days. That is from July 16th of this year to present. Balance probated, undergo BHET. Stay away from 1257 Gus Thornhill Jr. Drive in East Point. We ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
So stipulated, Your Honor. We just ask the probation terminate once he completes his BHET.
Any objection from the state?
He does have an open case in Superior Court here.
I'll allow for non-reporting. Is that
Yeah.
right? Okay. Mr. McClern, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Ma'am.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Ma'am.
Has your attorney explained what you are required to complete for probation?
Taking a mental health evaluation.
And stay away from 1257 Gus Thornhill Jr. Drive. Has he also explained that if you plead guilty to this charge, you would have to give up your right to a trial? You will not go back to a courtroom to face your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, and the state won't have to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Ma'am, yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to one count of criminal trespass?
Guilty.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 32 days. For time served 16 days. If you have no other holds, you will report. Oh, you do have a felony hold. Is that a felony hold, Mr. White?
Your Honor, I'm not aware of a hold. I may have an open case, but my understanding is not holding it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe it's holding him. It's just an open case.
All right. In that case, then he reports to probation next Monday before 3 p.m. And while on probation, he will complete the behavioral health evaluation and submit to all treatment and medication. He must complete this within 120 days of reporting to probation. At all times, he should stay away from 1257 Gus Thornhill Jr. Drive in East Point, Georgia. If he completes his evaluation and all treatment, and he's up to date with his probation fees, his probation will then be non-reporting. Thank you.
I have a fee for probation.
I'm sorry?
I have probation fees.
Yes.
Just for as long as, until you get the behavioral evaluation done.
Understood.
All right, next case.
Number 39, Sanders.
Mr. Bruce T. Sanders is accused of 2 misdemeanor charges. Will waive sounding on count 1. Count 2 is willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Mr. Sanders, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. White. May I place you under oath? You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge.
I do.
Mr. Scirocco,
Yes, Judge. On the public indecency, count 1.
we waiving sounding, Mr.
Okay.
Scirocco.
4,
Thank you.
count 1, Judge. 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. That is from July 17th of this year to present. Balance probated, SDET. No further contact with Miss Delinda Bird. Stay away from Buckhead Crossing Shopping Center at 2625 Piedmont Road, Atlanta, and 40 hours community service. Count 2, 12 months probation concurrent with count 1, and a $300 fine on that. We want to sound for Miss Delinda Bird at this time. And ask the defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. We would object to non-reporting or termination of probation.
Delinda Bird, if you want to address the court, please unmute and start your video. Mr. White, do you so stipulate?
We do stipulate, Your Honor, we would ask to convert his fine to 30 hours of community service and ask that probation go to non-reporting upon completion of his requirements.
For what reason?
For what reason? What?
Yeah, why are we converting it? He's born in 1985, hale and hearty gentleman. I'm sure he can work and pay that.
And Judge, my discussion with him yesterday is he is not employed at this point, and so we don't know that for a fact. So we're asking to convert the community community service.
No, I'm denying that. He's already got 40 hours to community service. He's got the whole year to do the SDET and to get a job, pay probation fees, and pay the fine. Understood? Okay. Are we still proceeding with the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Sanders, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol?
No, Your Honor.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Up until this point, I do have a question. If I were to plead guilty, when would be my exit date from jail?
We talked about this yesterday. You'll be released within the next 24 hours.
Then by all means, I plead guilty to all.
Okay.
But you will have to report to probation on Monday before 3 p.m.
48 hours, I'm fine with that.
On Monday before 3 p.m.
Absolutely, I'm fine with that.
All right. As I was saying, have you understood what's going on in your case?
I do.
And are you satisfied with your attorney?
Absolutely.
Are you entering this guilty plea freely, willingly, and knowingly?
That's right.
If you decide to plead guilty to these charges, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not go back to a courtroom to face your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you. Your attorney and you won't be able to present your legal defenses and arguments, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
I'm prepared and willing.
I didn't understand the response.
I'm willing.
I am both prepared and willing, Your Honor.
How do you plead to count 1? And how do you plead to willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
For count 1, his sentence is 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. The balance will be probated. He begins probation next Monday before 3 p.m. While he's on probation, he will enroll and complete an SD evaluation and submit to all treatment that's required. He must enroll in this program within 120 days of reporting to probation. He's to have no contact with Delinda Bird, to stay 200 yards away from her and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. He's also to stay 200 yards away from the Buckhead Crossing Shopping Center, and this address is 2625 Piedmont Road in Midtown Atlanta. He's also to complete 40 hours of community service And he can do this at any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school. And he must complete a minimum of 5 hours per month. For count 2, it's going to be 12 months probation concurrent with count 1, with the addition of a $300 fine, and he will pay that fine at a minimum rate of $30 per month. I will waive his probation fees up to the end of October, and he will start paying his probation fees from November 1st onwards, and he will continue to report to probation every month. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position number 47, Williams.
This is Jerome Williams, okay? Mr. Jerome Williams is accused of criminal trespass. Case 25 CR 40728. Mr. Williams, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Ms. Tucker. May I place you under oath? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Skura?
Yes, Judge. For the criminal trespass, 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. That is 17th of this year to present. Balance probated, undergo BHET. Stay away from the Prince Gilbert Library at 686-704 Cherry Street, Northwest Atlanta. We ask defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. We would object to termination of probation, but no objection to non-reporting. And that is, yeah, that's all for the state.
Ms. Tucker, do you so stipulate?
I do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea, Your Honor. And I would request that the initial 2 months of probation fees be waived so that he has the opportunity to secure employment so that he can pay the fees. And then we do ask that upon completion of the terms of probation that he be allowed to go on non-reporting status.
All right, I'll agree to both. Mr. Williams, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Entirety, yes.
Yes, no? Do you have a question?
No,
You don't understand what's going on in your case?
I say yes.
Okay. And are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes.
If you decide to plead guilty to this charge, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You won't go back to a courtroom to face your accuser. The prosecutor won't have to present any evidence against you, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
How do you plead to criminal trespass?
Guilty.
Your sentence is going to be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. You'll report to probation next Monday before 3 p.m. While you are on probation, you will undergo a behavioral health evaluation and submit to any and all treatment that's required. And you must enroll in this program within 120 days of reporting to probation. At all times, you are to stay away from the Prince Gilbert Library, which is located at 686-704 Cherry Street in Northwest Atlanta. I will waive your probation fees until the end of October. You start paying probation fees from November 1st onwards, and you report to probation every month. If you have completed the behavioral health evaluation and treatment, your probation fees are up to date, then your probation will be converted to non-reporting, but you'll still be required to stay away from 704 Cherry Street. Thank you.
Position 50 and 51, Wood.
Yes, okay. We have an announcement for this one.
Yes, go ahead.
I believe he is just being held on the FTA position 51 defense essentially brought light to the difference in the original booking address for him and the address that notice was sent to. There appear to be several address changes. State will be issuing a null pros on the FTA, but we ask that, today while we are here in court, that he provide an updated address with the court, whatever that may be, because it appears to keep changing. So that is all for this one, I believe.
All right. Miss Tucker, has this case been arraigned? 50-50.
Yes, Your Honor. For position 50, I believe there has been a waiver already entered previously on this case.
Was there? Could I double check that very quickly? I thought.
Well, it was scheduled for jury trial, and it was a
Yeah.
bind over. Okay. So this
Okay,
case,
so
yeah. So this case has been scheduled for jury trial, but Mr. Woods appears to have not been around.
No, I was shot twice.
What's
his current address, Ms. Tucker?
The address I have for him currently is the 1374 Murphy Avenue, apartment 3030, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm sorry. Okay, so 1374 Murphy Avenue, apartment 3030, Southwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 3030.
okay, so now I'm confused because with that address, that's the one, there was a subsequent FTA, there was a case that he was arrested on subsequent to this case, the arrest for this case. He FTA'd on that case in 2024, and the address that there was a return notice on was that very same address that you just listed.
You said it was a return?
There was a return to sender notice with respect to that one. That was the basis for there was the FTA for that case, but that was the address used there. So I'm confused as to whether that's a good address.
That's his mother's address. She still resides there and he does receive mail there. He said during that time frame, he was hospitalized due to a gun wound injury. But that is still a valid address for him, so I'm not sure why it was returned. That's separate.
She came to court today, but they don't let her in the mail. So she's all 72, so she don't have somebody else.
All right. That address isn't on any of his other cases. And in the current case is 20 CR 001934C. Let me check. He's got two other cases.
Oh, the two cases were closed, Judge. Apparently, his cases, the address that they're quoting is an invalid address. I don't know if the spelling's incorrect or he's missing an apartment number on there. Whatever address we have on record is not valid.
What address do you have? What address do you have, Ms. Lewis?
I have 609 Charlotte Place, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia, 30318.
Yeah.
That's not a valid address. That's the address that was returned.
If there was a room in house, man, I'm not there anymore.
Okay, well, that's the last address that we have on record for you for that particular case.
Okay. Okay, please stop. Please stop. Thank you, Ms. Lewis.
Mhm.
Please stop. Mr. Emzel Woods
Ma'am.
has not provided the court with a valid mailing address. He's had 3 open cases, 2 have been closed out. This is the only remaining one. He has not been diligent about updating his address. He has an address for his mother, which has not worked. And quite frankly, I don't find that to be credible.
His
So-
mother actually appeared with mail this morning. She wasn't allowed to come back rightfully. But she is present. She does have mail with her address on it.
And my name on
But
it.
she's not allowed in the back in the jail.
So what's her address? Did you confer with, I don't want to go there. Okay. What does the state want to do about the FTA? Are you still going to null process?
I mean, given what we've heard, we would just ask that that remain in place, and that this be returned to the trial judge.
Ms. Tucker?
No, I am working.
Wait, one second. You're asking, I'm sorry, can you repeat that, Mr.
The
Sarago?
state is going to reinstate the FTA. The FTA is still good. Mr. Woods has not provided a valid updated address with the courts. And if he does have a injury from a gunshot wound that prevented him from showing up in court, I hope that he is able to present some kind of medical information that Judge Dixon can consider. But this case is going to jail jury.
And when is that? When is that, Judge?
I have no idea. As soon as we send it to Judge Dixon, she will put it on the calendar. Now that she knows where you are.
We originally had him on the calendar today for a bond modification.
Yeah,
That-
let's hear it. Let's hear it, Ms. Tucker. Why should I grant a bond on the FTA?
Mr. Woods is an Atlanta native. He has provided me with address that he's resided at with his mother. He's 48 years of age. He's employed at Jewish Home Living. He's worked there for the last 2 years. He's completed high school education. He's also went to trade school. This offense occurred in 2020, and he hasn't had this similar charge arise within the last 5 years. He's also had no contact with Ms. Nicholson, as well as no violent contact with her. So we are asking for a signature bond on his behalf so that he's able to maintain his employment while he is resolving this case.
All right. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge. Well, I mean, what this really is an FTA that we're trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. And it doesn't sound like we have a valid address for him that's worked. The current one that he's provided, is one that is specifically returned to sender within the past year. So the risk of FTA here is significant, and that's really what this is about. So state's going to object.
All right, his current bond on his bench warrant is $8,000. The court will reduce it to $1,000 surety. And this case is going to be reset for jail jury. Thank you.
So once I pay $100, then what?
Yeah, so bond out.
Then get out of jail?
Yeah.
Okay.
And come back to court. You still have certain things to do.
So what's going on with the FCA?
Ask me, where
All right, the bond is set at $1,000 surety.
Okay.
He is to stay away from 1167 Fernwood Street in Southwest Atlanta. Have no contact with Shamika Nicholson. And within by Monday, which is going to be August the 4th. By Monday, August 4th, before 5 p.m., he is to report to the Fulton County State Court Clerk's office and provide us with a valid mailing address in writing. And if it is his mother's address, he needs to provide either a lease or a utility bill reflecting that address. At this time, I have completely no confidence in the validity of any addresses that Mr. Woods presents. So in addition to providing a written updated address, he needs to attach either a lease or a utility bill showing that it is occupied by his mother. Reset for jail jury. Thank you.
So what's going on? Come on.
Judge, that's just a modification on the FTA for $1,000, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Mr. Murphy, who's your client?
Mr. Glenn and Mr. Brady.
All right. As soon as the deputies have them ready, I'm sure they'll bring them forward. Deputy Francois, were you next?
Yes, good morning, Judge. I did also have Miss Tucker on the phone with her client. I don't know if she's going to be available for right now to call her back. So she was on the phone with her client.
Yeah, it's,
Are you
okay.
ready?
I can call her back, yes.
Okay,
Right.
and then I'll give you a call back, Miss Tucker. And then in front of you, Judge, it's going to be position number 24, Miss America James, and that belongs to Miss McLeod.
Miss McLeod? She's not here.
She was just signed on. I guess she's signed back off.
Okay. I guess Miss Lewis will have to reach out to her.
She's coming back on, Judge.
Okay.
Ms. Francois, position
Yes.
1 through 26 is, you got to stand by until, Ms. Falk log on. Positions 1 through 26, Ms. Falk is not on, so we can't do their cases until she log on.
Okay, thank you
If
for letting me
it's a
know.
negotiated plea, we can pick it up.
Yeah, most of them are good, Blunt.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Miss McLeod, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I seem to be having some difficulty with my camera. I am going to log on another device because I just can't seem to make it show me.
All right. Will let us know when you're back in.
Yes, Your Honor, I will do that.
Okay, Miss America James, we're going to hold on that case. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
This is position number 46.
Oh,
46.
let me call you guys right back.
Mr. Bobby Williams.
Okay. Did you say 4-6?
Yes.
Okay. And Miss Tucker, how are we proceeding with Mr. Bobby Williams?
It'll be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Williams, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
This is State versus Bobby Williams, 25 CR 4095E, accused of battery from July 17th of this year. Mr. Williams is represented by Ms. Tucker. And Mr. Scirocco, what's the recommendation?
The state's recommendation here on the battery is 12 months served, 220 days, credit for time served 14 days. That is from July 18th of this year to present. Balance probated, 12-week anger management course, no further contact with Asnaque Mengistu. Stay away from 20 Broad Street, Southwest Atlanta, and 40 hours community service. We want to sound for Mr. Mengistu at this time, and we ask defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
All right. How many additional days does he have to serve?
I have him down for 96.
Is that correct?
Not there for okay, regard.
I had ballparked it at about 90 days, but I wasn't sure.
It's 96.
All right, thank you. Ms. Tucker, do you stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID?
We do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Williams, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
Have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with your lawyer?
Yes.
If you decide to plead guilty, you would have to waive your right to a trial in front of a judge or jury. You would not be able to confront your accuser, challenge evidence that'll be brought against you, present your defenses and arguments, and the state won't have to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to one count of battery from July 17th of this year?
Guilty.
Your sentence is going to be 12 months to serve 220 days, credit for time served 14 days. So technically you have 96 more days to serve at the Fulton County Jail. Once you have completed these additional 96 days, then you'll be released and you must report to probation within 48 hours of being released. While on probation, you will complete 12 anger management classes and at all times have no contact with Anescu Mengistu. Stay away from 20 Broad Street in Southwest Atlanta. And furthermore, you would need to complete 40 hours of community service at any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school. And this would need to be done at a minimum rate of 10 hours per month. Thank
Yeah,
you. Yes.
I do apologize. I want to ask the court as well, to waive the initial 3 months of his probation fees.
Granted.
Okay, thank you.
So that's 3 months of fee waiver. Okay.
Will
Thank
they give me a copy of things that I have to complete?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Will they give me a copy of things I have to do, like
Oh, your conditions?
Yes. When you report, you should get it when you are discharged from the jail
Okay.
within 48 hours after you serve the 96 days. And when you report to probation, you can ask your probation officer for a copy of all the conditions you have to complete. All right?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Tucker, if you'd like to call ACDC with regards to that one matter, and we will go to position 24 for America James. Right, courtroom 2, you can mute your screen, please. Thank you. America Nicole James is accused of theft by shoplifting and 2 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Case number 25 CR 2281E. Ms. James, and this is an announcement for Ms. James as well as the individuals seated behind her. My name is Judge Law. When I address each of your cases this morning, I want you to remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say about the facts of your case during this virtual court proceeding, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, a member from the Public Defender's Office or Conflict Defense will be appointed to represent you. In your case, Ms. James, you are represented by Ms. Maureen McLeod. Ms. McLeod, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, this is going to be a negotiated plea today.
All right. Ms. James, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? You need to say yes. Okay. Ms. Greenhouse, did you hear her say yes? Okay. All right. Mr. Scirocco, what is the recommendation?
Yes, Judge, for count 1, the theft by shoplifting, 12 months probation, to serve 38 days, credit for time served 19 days. That is from May 1st of this year to May 2nd, and then from July 15th of this year to present. Balance probated, complete an anti-theft course, stay away from the CVS located at 2429 MLK Junior Drive, Southwest Atlanta, and 40 hours community service. Counts 2 and 3, the contributing to delinquency of a minor, would both be 12 months probation concurrent with count 1. We asked defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea, and no objection to non-reporting after completion of the conditions.
We do so stipulate.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Scirocco, your audio was going in and out. Was that no objection to termination or non-reporting?
Non-reporting, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Ms. James, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
Have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes.
And has it been explained to you that if you decide to plead guilty to these charges, you would have to give up your right to a trial in front of a judge or a jury? You will also not get the chance to face your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, and the state won't have to prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to 1 count of theft by shoplifting and 2 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor? Repeat.
I plead guilty.
On count 1, your sentence is 12 months to serve 38 days, credit for time served 19 days. If you have no other holds, you report to Fulton County Probation next Monday before 3 p.m. While on probation, you will enroll and complete an anti-theft class. You will stay away from the CBS store at 2429 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. And you will complete 40 hours of community service at any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school. And you'll complete the community service at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month. Counts 2 and 3 will be 12 months concurrent with count 1. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Courtroom 2, Ms. Tucker still appears to be in a phone call.
We could do position number 10. He's Mr. White's client,
Okay.
Philo.
All right. Mr. Tom White?
They call me right now.
Right. You were just assigned to me. So it's just the way.
Attorney Tom White?
Right. So I'm telling you that.
Do we have another case? Mr. White appears to be away from his desk. Courtroom 2? Do we have a case for Ms. McLeod or Mr. Murphy?
Judge,
Well, it's still on, Ms. Tucker's still on the phone. Ms. McLeod, who's your case?
Mr. Brady, I believe myself and Mr. Murphy are the same client.
yes, it's 5, 6, and 7, Mr. Brady.
And that is Ms. McLeod's. And
Your Honor, I represent him on 2 of the cases, and Mr. Murphy represents him on 1.
all right, you represent him on positions 5 and 6 for the incidents from January 8th and March 31st, 22.
That's
And
correct, Your Honor.
and Mr. Murphy represents him for the 2025 case, correct?
Also,
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Murphy, how are we proceeding with your case?
Judge, they wanted some things that I still needed to talk to Mr. Brady about. So I at this point, I wasn't ready to proceed.
Okay. And Ms. McLeod, how are you proceeding on the matters from 2022?
These cases are really very old. When Mr. Brady was in Fulton County Jail, I had several interactions with Miss Falk where I spoke to her about this case. My client was at one point in Rogers, Your Honor. He was on the competency calendar in both of these 2 cases when he was in Fulton County. I indicated to Miss Falk that my client, and I have the emails, was interested in a plea which would have run concurrently to the time he spent in Rogers. My client and his mom contacted me several times while he was in Rogers, and I reached out to the state, and I have the emails, asking that this case be addressed, and nothing happened. I do not believe my client should have to spend any more time. He spent a lot of time in Rogers. And at all times, he was proactive. He kept contacting me. His mom kept contacting me about these cases because I wanted them to run concurrent with the time he was at Rogers. I never got any response from the state. I have all these emails that I sent, at least 3.
Okay.
indicating that my client wanted to accept a plea offer which would allow the time to run concurrent. So for the state to propose now for him to spend all that more time incarcerated is just unconscionable. And I do not think it is right, given the fact that the state was aware that there were some MH issues involved here, the behavior of the alleged victim in the certainly the case that alleges that there was battery against someone who is pregnant. There's just so much going on here. And to suggest that this man should continue to
Yes, Ms. McLeod, I got the, I just need to clarify one thing. Where was he incarcerated?
Rogers, Your Honor.
Where?
Rogers State Prison.
Rogers, is it ROGERS?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And does he have to go back there to continue a sentence, or is he done?
I believe he is done, and that was the whole point of, trying to get this man to get on with his life. Since he was going to Rogers, he had been in Fulton County Jail for some time before he went to Rogers, and I had been trying when he was on the competency calendar to see if we could get the whole thing resolved.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. 2 questions only. I just need to know 2. Number 1, would you consider a non-negotiated plea?
I would, Your Honor.
All right, and I forgot my second question, so I guess we'll go with the question number 1. All right, Ms. Falk, do you have a comment to Ms. McLeod's statement about having to do additional jail time for positions 5 and 6? And I just remember question number 2. If we proceed with the non-negotiated plea, would this undermine Mr. Murphy's case?
I don't know. I spoke with Mr. Murphy yesterday, and I hope he will chime in on all of this, because I believe all 3 of them should be resolved at this point with something which would allow my client to get out of jail.
Understood. Thank you, Ms. McLeod. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. So 2 responses. One, I do find it interesting that the recommendation back in June of 2022, which is in our attorney manager notes, was 12 months with 365 days to run concurrent on all counts. So the recommendation at some point was communicated, because it's in our actual notes, that the recommendation as of June 13th of 2022 was 12 months to serve. So my recommendation is consistent with the recommendation that was made back in June of 2022, asking for the exact same thing. Now, I was on SCA at that time, not on SAP back in 2022. So I don't know how that would have resolved on SAP. I do know that I was running SCA at the time, but that was the recommendation. And I'm sure if we pull up the June of 2022 recommendation, we'll see that that was the recommendation then too. So the state's recommendation has not changed from 2022 to now. If Ms. McLeod would like him to get time for credit he did in prison, all she has to do is send me the documentation that's showing he's in prison. He was in prison during that time. I did look up in the Georgia Department of Corrections. For some reason, his name did not come up. He did not show as incarcerated. I don't know why. But when I ran him in the Georgia Department of Corrections website for active and inactive inmates, he didn't pop up. So that's why if Ms. McLeod would send me the paperwork documenting that, I'd be more than happy, especially if he did any time on these cases, to give him that credit as well. In regards to his new case, the only case the defendant is in jail on currently is the case that he got once he got out of prison and beat up the same person he beat up before he went to prison. That's why he's sitting in our jail right now, not on any 2022 cases. And so I'd be more than happy to address these as a global resolution with the same offer that we made in 2022, which is what is documented here today.
All right, Ms. McLeod, how would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, I have emails that I sent to Ms. Falk asking.
No, I'm not trying to contest this. I'm not going to rehash the past. I just want to know, how would you like to proceed from this point onwards? Would you like option number 1, a non-negotiated plea? Or would you like to hold off until Mr. Murphy has a resolution in his case?
My client would like the non-negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Then proceed accordingly. Position 5, we have Eric Brady, who is accused of battery against a pregnant female, 22 CR 19248 from January 8th, 2022. A second case, State versus Eric Brady. He's accused of battery, criminal trespass causing damage to property, criminal trespass and obstruction of a law enforcement officer from March 31st, 2022. And in regards to both cases, Mr. Brady, you've been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney is Maureen McLeod. May I place you under oath for purposes of this plea hearing? Please unmute courtroom 2. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So, Mr. Brady, first of all, I want to caution you that whatever is the outcome for these two older cases from 2022, that still leaves your 2025 case open and pending. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. And this is a non-negotiated plea, which means the state is going to give me one recommendation, and then your attorney is going to give me another recommendation. I will consider the two options and let you know which recommendation I will accept, at which point you can decide whether you want to move forward with the plea or enter a not guilty and have a trial. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. Just give me a moment. My system is apparently deciding to act a little wonky right now in regards to pulling up his previous cases. So let me try this one more time. Okay. All right. So, Your Honor, on the first case, which was the Eric Brady's case from the battery against a pregnant person. Let's see. And this is the, make sure I'm straight on this. This is the battery against a female who is pregnant. As far as that case is concerned, going through all of his old warrants on this one.
I was just on probation.
Right, and that's understandable.
Okay. This incident happened on January 8th of 2022. Officers were dispatched to 2209 Penelope Street Northwest. They spoke with Miss Lavetta Lovett, who stated she heard screaming while she was watching the game inside of her home. She exited her home and witnessed her daughter being helped toward the house by her best friend. Miss Lovett stated that she witnessed her daughter pass out in the neighbor's backyard. In the neighbor's yard. When her daughter was brought into the house, her daughter stated she had stomach pain, back pain, and was having trouble breathing. Brady then arrived at the scene to provide aid. The officers did try speaking with Miss Lovett, but she was not able to communicate properly due to her injuries and her pain. They were advised that while Miss Lovett and her best friend were at the corner of Verbena and Penelope Street, Miss Lovett, the defendant punched Miss Lovett in the stomach several times before running from the location. The mother was asked, Miss Lovett's mother was asked why she would do this, but she didn't know, only stated he had been very aggressive in the past and had a record. Miss Lovett at the time of this incident was 19 years of age, and she stated that the defendant had told her while she was speaking with the defendant, she told him she was pregnant, and then he said that's why he punched her in the stomach. And the last thing the officer heard when the best friend's mother said, "So what if she's pregnant? What are you going to do? Kill it?" Mr. Brady said yes. The officers then had her taken to Eggleston's Children's Hospital for further treatment, and that was the conclusion of that case. So that was case number one. The second case, Your Honor, involving the charges of battery, criminal trespass, and obstruction of a law enforcement officer. So in that case, here we go. Your Honor, in that case, that incident happened where my apologies. Happened on March 31st of 2022. The defendant went to the location at 3303 Middleton Road, which is the Allen Hills Apartments. He went to the door of Miss Walker and damaged the door by kicking it. The staff was required to replace the door as a result. On that same date, he went and physically harmed Zaria Walker by striking her in the mouth. Miss Walker was holding a pistol and trying to stop the defendant from coming towards her when he advanced on her and shoved her, causing her lip to become split. And that is the incident that happened on March 31st, 2022. I will say, in regards to the defendant's history, it is a lengthy and violent history. The most recent offense is the offense you see from July 17th of 2025, where he had another interaction with I believe it was Miss Lovett on that interaction. The previous incidents, however, include an aggravated assault, which is the case that he actually was imprisoned for. So I did try to find his prison record where he was actually sent to prison. I could not find that information in the Georgia Department of Corrections system. But as far as his sentence on that case, according to his GCIC, he was given a sentence of 3 years with 2 years, 5 years with 2 years to serve on that case. And that was on an aggravated assault, as well as a possession of a firearm and a discharge of a firearm. He has a total of 14 cycles that includes the aggravated assault, that includes our 2 cases, and an arrest from 2020 where he had a probation violation for failing to comply with probation on previous cases. And so he also had a first offender where he was given first offender for a felony obstruction of a law enforcement officer in 2019. So almost with very little exception, his history is violent, especially in regards toward women, which is why the state made the recommendation they did, especially considering that after getting out of jail, prison, wherever he was, that he picked up where he left off and continued to abuse the people around him in this way. So that is why the state has made their recommendation, and we ask that you follow that recommendation.
Ms. McClellan?
Yes, Your Honor. In December of 2022, I contacted the state asking them, at the time, my client was willing to plead guilty to both of those outstanding charges and to have his sentence run while he had originally been in Jackson and then he went to Rogers. I contacted the state on several occasions asking that this happen. My client was willing to take responsibility at that time for those 2 cases and to ask that his sentence run concurrently. I never got a response. I made several attempts, and I have the emails to show that I actually spoke to my client while he was in prison, and he indicated to me on several occasions that he wanted to take a plea then. I spoke to my client's mother. She indicated that she'd been in touch with her son and that he wanted to take a plea. And every single time I reached out to the state, and I have all the supporting emails asking that this take place, nothing happened. So he just sat in prison. So this is why I'm asking Your Honor that if he takes this plea, that he not be subject to any further time on these 2 particular cases. I also want to say that the alleged, my client denied at the time, and he still denies that he struck her in the stomach and any of that. I also want to point out that the same young lady, when he was in jail, kept going down to the jail to visit my client, not because he asked her to. She chose to do that. He is in prison, so he's not the one who is trying to be around her. She is the one who continued to try to be around him. So, obviously there's something going on here that we don't understand. And if my client is in prison, he doesn't really have a lot of control over someone who's on the outside. But I just want to say, Your Honor, that I do not believe that he should have any more time served, given the fact that he had wanted to plead guilty over 3 years ago to these same charges, and he could have served that time while he was in Jackson and Rogers. Nothing further, Your Honor.
And I'm
Your Honor,
sorry. So I was just inquiring, who is the alleged victim who keeps visiting him at the jail?
I believe it's Miss Lovett, Your Honor.
Miss Zaria or Kenya Lovett? Or we have quite a few victims, alleged victims on this case, on the latter case. So who was the alleged victim?
It's I believe she is the one who is the alleged victim in Mr. Murphy's case, Your Honor.
All right. Yes, Ms. Falk?
and Your Honor, as I stated before, and I will state for a second time, on June 10th of 2022, our notes have that Ian Walker communicated to the defense attorney in this case, which would have been Ms. McLeod, the offer on our cases was 12 months to serve, 365 days. If you will look in the notes on the 2022 CR case, let's see, that case was
reset because of transfer to DOC.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
the question is, could this have been addressed while he was at DOC?
I tried to get it addressed, Your Honor.
I know. I'm asking Ms. Falk. Would that have been an option available to the state?
We normally don't, but we could have potentially tried to do what's the word I'm looking for?
In absentia?
Yes, a plea in absentia. Correct. Thank you.
All right. Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Brady, you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you choose to say during the course of this proceedings, your statements can and will be used against you.
Mr. Brady, I don't think you should say anything.
All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. With regards to the right now, the recommendation from the state is 12 months jail, credit for time served 76 days. So it would have been 12 months in time. And for position number 6, it will be 12 months consecutive with position number 5. And it would be all to complete the 12 months less 76 days. And then an additional 12 months in jail. Is that correct, Ms. Falk?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'm going to amend that to 12 months to serve, what's it, 36 days? No, 35, 38 days. Okay, so 12 months to serve 76 days, credit for time served 152 days. Would that be correct? Or is it the other way around? 150.
It would be the other way around, Your Honor.
152 days. I'm trying to do the math in my head.
152 days credit for time served.
Okay.
76.
So yes, Ms. McLeod, the court's recommendation would be 12 months to serve 152 days, credit for time served 76 days, balance probated to do a domestic violence intervention program, and to have no further contact with is it Kenya Lovett or Lavetta Lovett?
It is Kenya Lovett, Lavetta Lovett, and Zaria Walker, since those 2 cases are being resolved.
Okay, yeah. So there will be no contact with them. And for position number 6 on all 4 charges, it will be 12 months to serve 152 days, credit for time served 76 days, concurrent with position number 5.
Yes, Your Honor. So what that means, he would be on probation and he would do the family violence course.
Correct.
Is that the course? Okay.
And have no contact with any of these alleged
Any of the Lovetts.
Correct.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brady, do you need to talk to me specifically about this plea offer, or do you understand what the judge is recommending?
On top team.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask them to call me on the phone.
All right, thank you. We're going to hold off on Mr. Brady. Mr. Murphy, would you like to enter a waiver of arraignment and further notice this case, or what would you like to do?
Judge, if we can just reset his to say Tuesday, I'll go see him at the jail and then we'll decide what we're gonna do.
Miss Lewis, mine Odyssey is going at a snail pace. What's the calendar like for next Tuesday?
On the counter for next Tuesday.
We have 46 positions, Your Honor.
We have 29 defendants, 46 cases.
Okay, we can reset it to next Tuesday. Eric Brady, which would be August 5th, SAP. Was that your only case, Mr. Murphy?
Judge, I've got Mr. Glenn, and I'd also like the same court date for that, for Mr. Glenn, so I can speak to him.
Position number 18 is reset to August 5th, SAP.
That's all I have, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Murphy. You're free to go. All right, courtroom 2 or ACDC or South Annex. I got a couple of new folks who've joined us. South Annex, who do we have?
Hey, Your Honor, this is Mr. Glenn. Seems like he's just got his
Okay.
court date reset.
We will, yeah, his attorney is not ready to proceed with the case. We will see him next Tuesday at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, ACDC, who do we have?
This is gonna be position number 43 and 44, Ms. Sims.
Who represents Ms. Sims?
Tucker.
All right. And Ms. Sims, is this a plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker, is this a plea? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right. Shelley Sims is accused of theft by shoplifting from June 4th, 2024, under case 24 CR 4359H. And she's also got a bench warrant from April 17th of 2025, case number 25 FTA 1439. Ms. Sims has been advised of her rights, and her attorney is Ms. Tucker. Mr. Scirocco, what's the recommendation?
Yes, Judge. For the theft by shoplifting, 12 months served 32 days, credit for time served 16 days. That is from July 2nd of 24 to July 3rd that same year. And then July 18th of this year to present, balance probated, $500 fine, anti-theft course, stay away from the Dollar General at 4894 Old National Highway in College Park. We asked the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. And if, upon acceptance of the plea, the state will null pros, position 44's FTA.
We do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea. And Your Honor, we would like to request that the $500 fine be converted to 50 hours of community service. Ms. Sims is currently homeless. She's requested to meet with our social worker, so we'll be arranging that to get resources for her. But she wouldn't be able to pay that fine. And we will also be asking for the initial months of her probation fees to be waived so that she's able to secure income.
Mr. Scirocco, any objection to, I'm sorry, did you say non-reporting? Did you ask for that?
I didn't, but at the completion of all the conditions, if she could go on non-reporting status, if the court will allow, we do ask for that as well.
Either that, or I'm anticipating what she's asking. And Mr. Scirocco, do you have her GCIC just in the last 5 years?
I do, Judge. There was, from the last 5 years, there was, I see a 2023 FTA, and she pled nolo to, it was possession use of drug related objects. That was last year. And But the basis for the fine would be 2 prior theft by shoplifting convictions.
That's what I was trying to figure out. She's got 2 prior convictions?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Miss Tucker, I can amend that to a $250 fine and 25 hours of community service. During the time that she's on probation, she'll need to figure out how to get a job and start paying her a fine, as well as I'll waive her probation fees for the first 3 months.
Sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
She said I gotta go back.
Is that acceptable? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Sims, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with your legal services?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you entering a guilty plea to this charge freely, willingly, and knowingly?
Yes, ma'am.
If you decide to do so, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not go back to a courtroom to face your accuser. You will not get the chance to challenge the evidence brought against you, to present your own defenses and arguments, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to theft by shoplifting?
Guilty.
This is your 3rd theft by shoplifting conviction. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you get arrested again, the state can consider it to be a felony charge.
Yes, ma'am.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 32 days, credit for time served 16 days. You'll report to probation once you are released, and if you have no holds presently, you will report to probation next Monday before 3 p.m. While you're on probation, I will waive your probation fees for the first 3 months. You will complete an anti-theft class, and you will need to pay for that class, and you must complete that class within 120 days. Yes, ma'am.
I just completed a civics academy class of the theft for this.
When did you
charge.
complete the class?
I completed it maybe within the last month, but I wasn't sure how to get the certificate off. But I did it with Civics Academy, and I paid $100 for it. It's on my phone, and I can take it to my probation officer.
So you've completed an anti-theft class in the last month?
Yes, ma'am.
Was this for, why did you complete that class?
Because of another charge. I think it was this charge. I don't know. Through Civics
Ms.
Academy.
Tucker, has she got another probation case? Did you tell your attorney you've already completed such a program when she was discussing that with you?
She did tell me that, but she did tell me that she had it on her phone, so we don't have access to that at the moment. I told her that that was something she may be able to report to her probation officer, that it's been complete, because she said it was done recent. But I don't have a completion date on that, and I wasn't able to see a certificate.
All right. This occurred back in June of 2024. Ms. Sims, you're required to complete an anti-theft class. If the class that you have completed, when you report to probation, and if it was completed within the last 6 months, and it satisfies the requirements for an anti-theft class, then the court will accept it as the completion of the condition in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. In addition, you have to pay a $250 fine, and you must pay that fine at a minimum rate of $50 beginning in month, within 60, yeah, after 60 days. Do you understand?
I get community service for that?
No, I've already told you, your fine the original fine was $500. I'm reducing it to $250 plus 25 hours of community service.
Thank you.
But you must pay that fine.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you must pay that fine at a minimum rate of $50 per month beginning in month 3 of your probation. And of course, the 25 hours of community service, you do that at any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school. At all times, you're to stay away from the Dollar General store at 4894 Old National Highway in College Park. You cannot return to the store. You'll be on probation for every month until the year is completed. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Position 22 and 23, Mr. Johnny Hodges.
22, 23. This is State versus Johnny Hodges, accused of DUI, alcohol less safe, driving while license suspended, revoked, and improper backing from November 2nd, 2021, case 23 CR 60088. And his second case is a bench warrant from July 2nd, 2024, case 25 FTA 1434. Mr. Hodges, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Tom White. Is this going to be a plea, Mr. White?
Yes, still, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hodges, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. What's the recommendation for position 22, Ms. Falk?
12 months served 36 days, credit for time served 18 days from July 14th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, a $500 fine, 40 hours of community service, DUI risk reduction, ADET and VIP, victim impact panel. On count 1, the less safe. On count 2, the suspended license, 12 months concurrent with count 1 and a $500 fine. And on count 3, the improper backing, we are requesting time served. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. We will enter a null pros on position 23 at the conclusion of this plea. That's all for the state.
Mr. White, do you so stipulate?
We do stipulate, Your Honor. We would ask that you convert the fines to 100 hours of community service, and ask that his probation go to non-reporting when he's complete. He has on a very limited income. The risk reduction is also going to cost him some money, and he is unemployed at this time.
I will agree to amending the $500 fine to 100 hours of community service, which will add on to he's got 2 counts in which a $500 fine is imposed. Which one were you asking me to amend?
I was asking to amend both of them to the 100 hours of community service.
Okay, so his total obligation would be 140 hours of community service, and he will not be allowed to drive for the next 12 months. His license will be suspended, and he's not allowed to have a limited driving permit for the next 12 months. Is that acceptable?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge.
Hodges?
Yes, Judge. I said, Judge. I don't want my license no more. I've been fighting for my license.
That's not a problem then.
Okay.
Okay.
All
right.
I won't even drive. I won't even get in the car no more.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
I can't recall if I placed him under oath. Mr. Hodges, do you
Yes,
solemnly, did I place you under oath? Well, let's do it again. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Hodges, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol?
No, ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, though, only reason why I ain't got no license.
No, it doesn't matter. Right? If you don't have it doesn't matter. Okay.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you entering this plea freely, willingly, and knowingly?
Freely.
All right. And And if you decide to plead guilty to these charges, you would have to give up your right to a trial in front of a judge and a jury. You will not go back to a courtroom to face your accuser, challenge evidence that could be presented in front of you, to be able to present your legal defenses and arguments, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to waive these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to driving under the influence of alcohol less safe,
Yep.
driving while license suspended or revoked, and improper backing?
Yes.
For the DUI charge, your sentence is 12 months to serve 36 days, credit for time served 18 days. You will report to probation on Monday before 3 p.m. That
Yes,
would
ma'am.
be next Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
While on probation, you will complete 50 hours of community service. You will complete, Miss Lewis, I'm amending the $500 fine to 50 hours. So in total, he will complete 90 hours of community service for the DUI charge. He will need to enroll and complete a DUI risk reduction class, complete an alcohol and drug evaluation and submit to any treatment, and attend and complete one victim impact panel. For driving while license suspended, it's going to be 12 months concurrent with count 1 with an additional 50 hours of community service, and there shall be no driving for a minimum period of 12 months, and he's not allowed to apply and receive a limited driving permit. For the improper backing charge, the sentence is going to be to serve 36 days, credit for time served 18 days, time served. So in total, Mr. Hodges, you will have to complete 140 hours of voluntary community service, and you will complete a minimum of 20 hours per month. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And this must be done at any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school. You will enroll in the risk reduction program within 30 days of being released, and you will complete the alcohol and drug evaluation within 2 weeks of being released. You will report to probation every month. You are not to consume any alcoholic beverages and no illegal drugs, and you'll be subject to random screens.
Yes, ma'am.
So probation may call you anytime to take a screen for alcohol and or illegal drugs. So make sure you do not consume any of these substances for the next 12 months.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. The bench warrant is null prost. Next, please.
Next, Judge, I have position number 1, Ms. Adams.
Ms. Tucker, are you available?
She's interviewing,
I'm sorry, she's where?
doing an interview. She's on the way.
Okay.
What position are we on?
Position 1, this is Imani Renee Adams. She's at ACDC. I understand you have a bond hearing for that matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is your client filing a waiver of arraignment and entering a not guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so please submit the waiver of arraignment. And we'll reset this case for jail jury pending a bond hearing. Okay, she presently has a $3,000 surety bond.
Your Honor, can you tell me which position this is again, please?
1.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Tucker and Ms. Adams has been advised of her rights, and her attorney is Ms. Tucker. Yes, Ms. Tucker, what's the reason for the bond amendment?
Yes, Ms. Adams is 24 years of age. She's the primary caregiver for her 5-year-old and her 2-year-old child. She's an Atlanta native. She's completed her GED, and she was able to give me her residential address of 601 Mountain Harbor in Stone Mountain. So we are asking for a signature bond on her behalf so that she is able to bond out and resolve this matter, while maintaining her housing as well as caring for her children.
All right. Do I have Miss Roberts? Good morning. Would you happen to have Miss Adams, GCIC? I did not do the first appearance, so I'm not familiar with this case.
Do you need to speak to me, Ms. Adams?
Yes, just something to
Oh,
consider.
like on the side? Do you have a question for me?
Oh, no, I just wanted to say.
All right. Miss Roberts, are you available? Pretrial services, Miss Roberts, good morning. We are on position number 1. Would you happen to have Miss Imani Renee Adams, GCIC? Please unmute. Miss Roberts?
Good morning, Your Honor. Just one moment.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I also have her history.
Well, let's get it from pretrial.
Understood.
Yes, Your Honor, there are 7 arrest cycles. The last arrest appeared to be from Cobb County in July 6th of this year for entering auto. There is an FTA in DeKalb County from 2024. Also an FTA from 2023 out of DeKalb County. There was a simple assault misdemeanor conviction and criminal trespass misdemeanor conviction out of Cobb County in 2024. There was also a 2024 simple battery family violence conviction out of DeKalb County, a 2023 simple battery family violence conviction also out of DeKalb County, and nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Miss Adams, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court can and will be used against you. What do you want to ask?
I just wanted just something to consider. I do have a full video of the incident that happened with that people have made a false report.
That is something you need to discuss with your attorney. All right, go ahead, Miss Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. This incident happened, I understand that you weren't at the first appearance, happened back in July 1st of 2025. The defendant was staying with Destiny Hamrick, who was a friend of hers. She was living there and had been living there for over 3 weeks. She then got into a verbal argument with both Destiny Hamrick and Layla Hamrick, Miss Destiny Hamrick's mother, because they were not happy. They asked her to leave because they were not happy with how she had been cleaning up after her small son. The two of them, she was trying to leave to go to an Uber. Some words were exchanged between Destiny and Imani, and Miss Layla Hamrick was standing on the front porch. And as the defendant walked by, she struck Miss Layla Hamrick, who is also visually impaired and uses a walking stick to get around, and pulled her from the doorway of her home. Miss Hamrick began yelling, "Why are you putting your hands on me? I'm blind and I can't even see you." Then Destiny Hamrick, her daughter, grabbed the defendant to defend her blind mother. The Uber driver then got involved and broke everyone up and helped get the defendant and her things and took her away. Part of the fight, according to the officers, were captured on the Ring doorbell camera. I will say that when we went over her history, which I believe is the reason for the $3,000 surety bond, the defendant has a history of simple battery, simple assault. As you've heard from pretrial, she has a 2021 conviction for simple battery family violence, where she received 12 months probation in 2022. She has another simple assault family violence out of DeKalb County, where she received 12 months probation in 2024. And then she had an aggravated assault that was bumped down to a aggravated assault burglary in the first degree in Cobb County that was bumped down to a simple assault and criminal trespass, where she received 12 months and got credit for time served. She also had a failure to appear in 2023. So she has a failure to appear in the last 2 years and in 2024. So the failure to appear was in DeKalb February 20th of 2023, and then in DeKalb in February 15th of 2024. So in 2 years, she's racked up 2 FTAs, and in the last 3 years, she's had 3 previous convictions for some sort of violence. And then before this incident happened, she had been arrested for entering auto in Cobb County. That case is still pending, to my understanding. And so this defendant is racking up quite a history in a short period of time, which I believe is the reason for the bond. She has shown both she is not likely to appear for court and that she's likely to reoffend. We ask that the bond remain the same. We have spoken to the family who was housing her during that 3 weeks. They do agree with the plea recommendation. I will say I am a little confused about the recommendation that she is maintaining housing somewhere, because she was staying with the family for 3 weeks prior to her arrest.
Ms. Tucker, anything else?
No, Your Honor, we maintain that we're requesting a signature bond or a lower bond on her behalf, that's so that she's able to bond out.
Okay, thank you. This bond hearing does not touch on the issue of guilt or innocence. Ms. Adams is presumed innocent in the eyes of the law, and this case will go to trial, and the prosecutor has the complete burden to prove the charges against Ms. Adams and prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt and overcome her legal presumption of innocence. And that is the law with respect to this case. Now, if Ms. Adams has information that she believes to indicate whether she is not the initial aggressor or whether she wants to assert a self-defense, that is something that she must share with her attorney, and that they can proceed accordingly at the time of trial. The question of bond is whether Ms. Adams is a threat to the alleged victims, or whether she's a threat to the community, or whether she has a high likelihood to reoffend. That's where these are the factors that we consider in order to determine what type of bond you receive and how much. Under the new law, because you've got very recent failures to appear, you don't qualify for a signature bond. And given the significant history of violence, the court finds that you do pose a very high likelihood to commit violence within the community or to the alleged victims. The bond is reasonable as a reflection of the Ayala factors, and the motion for bond modification is denied. The case is going to be reset for jail jury. Thank you.
Position 25 and 26.
Spencer Kaderka is accused of loitering and prowling from September 3rd of 2024 and has a bench warrant from May 2nd, 2025. The original case is 24 CR 6250D. The bench warrant is 25 FTA 1438. Mr. Kaderka, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. White. Is this a plea, Mr. White?
It is, Judge.
All right. Mr. Kaderka, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On position 25, the loitering and prowling, state's recommendation is 12 months served, 40 days, credit for time served, 20 days. That will be from September 3rd to September 5th, 2024, February 4th to February 6th, 2025, and July 18th, 2025 until today. Balance probated. Stay away from the Shell gas station at 3325 Old Milton Parkway in Alpharetta. And I do apologize. We would need to modify that to balance suspended since there is no other condition, and we will agree to null pros position 26 upon the acceptance of this plea. That's all for the state. We do ask the defense stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea.
So stipulated, Your Honor, and we assumed that was a typo as well, so.
Okay. Mr. Kaderka, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
Oh, Your Honor.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you entering this plea freely, willingly, and knowingly?
Yes, ma'am.
If you decide to do so, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not be able to confront your accuser in a courtroom to challenge the evidence brought against you, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to loitering and prowling at
Guilty.
the, okay. Guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your sentence is 12 months to serve 40 days, credit for time served 20 days, balance suspended. Your case is closed, but you are on notice that you are to stay away from the Shell gas station at 3325 Old Milton Parkway in Alpharetta. If you're seen within 50 yards of that location, including the parking lot, the sidewalks, or even the store, you can be arrested again.
I understand, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Position number 15, Dotson.
Good morning.
Morning. Calvin Dotson is accused of criminal trespass in case 25 CR 4086A. Mr. Dotson, you have a right to remain silent as previously advised, and your attorney is Mr. White. Mr. White, this is a plea. I'm so sorry.
It is, Judge.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I keep referring to this sheet, but I didn't make a note. Okay. Mr. Dotson, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is 12 months served 28 days, credit for time served 14 days. From July 18th, 2025 till today, balance suspended. Stay away from the Chevron gas station at 180 Ponce de Leon Avenue, Northeast in Atlanta. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
So stipulated, Your Honor, nothing further.
Mr. Dotson, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
No, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
If you decide to plead guilty to this case, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not go back to court to confront your accuser, challenge evidence brought in front of you, and have the state prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Repeat.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to criminal trespass at the Chevron gas station?
Guilty.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 28 days, credit for time served 14 days, balance suspended. The case is closed, but if you return to the Chevron gas station at 180 Ponce de Leon Avenue, I guess you just bought yourself a one-way ticket back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next, Judge, I have position number 12 and 13, Ms. Chappell.
Tara Chappell, case number is 24 CR 6169A, accused of criminal trespass at the Lakewood Christian Manor Apartments. And she's got a bench warrant at 25 FTA 1435. Ms. Chappell, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Ms. Tucker, this is a plea?
Yes, Your Honor, a negotiated plea.
All right. Ms. Chappell, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On Ms. Chappell's case, let's see. The state's recommendation on that one is going to be for The failure to appear, we are agreeing to null process upon the acceptance of the plea. For position 12, the criminal trespass, 12 months served, 34 days. Credit for time served, 17 days. That's going to be from August 30th to August 31st of 2024 and July 17th of 2025 until today. Balance suspended. Stay away from Lakewood Christian Manor Apartments located at 2141 Springdale Road in Atlanta. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
We do so stipulate, Your Honor.
Ms. Chappell, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Has she explained that if you plead guilty to this charge, you would have to give up your right to a trial in a courtroom before a judge or a jury? You will not go back to confront your accuser, challenge the evidence brought in front of you, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to criminal trespass at those apartments?
Guilty.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 34 days, credit for time served 17 days, balance suspended. You are not to return to the Lakewood Christian Manor Apartments at 2141 Springdale Road in Atlanta. Any particular reason to go back?
No, ma'am.
All right, then we are done. Thank you.
16 and 17, Gates.
Ms. Greenhouse, I'm trying to give you a break, so we're going to call a recess after 16 and 17, okay? Thank you. Where is he? There he is. Is that your case, Mr. White?
It is, Your Honor.
And it's a plea, correct?
Yes.
Garrett Darnell Gates is accused of simple battery against a police officer and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. And that's from July 2nd, 2025. Subsequently, Mr. Gates has a second case, 25 CR 4088Y, for willful obstruction of an officer from July 17th, 2025. Mr. Gates, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Mr. White. May I place you under oath? I can't see you.
Is he in courtroom?
Yeah, you need to look up. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony? Thank you. The testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On position number 16, state's recommendation on the simple battery against a police officer is 12 months served, 60 days, credit for time served, 14 days from July 18th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, a $300 fine, 40 hours of community service. Count 2 will merge with count 1. And on position number 17, the willful obstruction of an officer, state's recommendation is 12 months served, 60 days, credit for time served, 14 days, balance probated, a $300 fine, concurrent with the previous case. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
We do stipulate, Your Honor, we would just ask to convert his fines to 60 hours of community service and ask the probation go to non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements.
Denied. He'll need to work and get a job and pay these fines.
Judge, with all due respect, I mean, we don't determine if he is employable. Potential employers do. So, I mean, at this point,
I understand, but I'll waive his probation fees through the end of October. He was born in 1998. He's an able person and he needs to pay his fines. He has the whole term of probation to do so. Would he like to proceed with the plea or would he like to go?
yes, Judge.
All right. Mr. Gates, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No, ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in your cases?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with your legal services?
Yes, ma'am.
If you decide to enter this plea, you would have to give up your right to a trial in front of a judge or a jury. You will not go back to a courtroom to face your accuser, challenge evidence that could be presented against you, have your attorney present your defenses and arguments, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
From the incident of July 2nd, 2025, how do you plead to one count of simple battery against a police officer?
Guilty.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 14 days. I believe you have 16 more days to serve at the Fulton County Jail. And then after that, you will need to report to probation within 48 hours of being released. While you're on probation, you will pay a $300 fine and complete 40 hours of community service at any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school. Your community service must be completed at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month. Count 2 will merge with count 1. How do you plead to willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from July 17th, 2025?
Guilty.
The sentence is 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 14 days. This is concurrent to the previous case, so the 16 days that you have to serve will apply in both cases. But you would have to pay an additional $300 fine. And the $300 fine is also concurrent. So you only need to pay a $300 fine one time only, and you have to do 40 hours of community service. I will waive your probation fees through the end of October, and you will start paying probation fees. I will waive your probation fees for the first 2 months, and you will pay your fine at a minimum rate of $30 per month. Any questions?
No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Lewis, I got a question. So petition number 17, there's no fine.
It is a $300 fine, but it's concurrent to the previous case because this is a global offer. So he only needs to pay a $300 fine once to apply to both cases. So it'd be $300 fine concurrent with case 25 CR 4087Y.
Okay, I'll figure it out, not to write that down twice, because they're gonna make him, if I put $300 on that other case, they're gonna make him assume that he has to pay a total of $600.
No, it will be concurrent to the previous case.
I got that part, but I just have to write it up to a way that probation.
Understood. Okay.
understand.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our court reporter is entitled to a brief recess, so I'm going to take a brief recess until 11, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, Ms. Greenhouse?
Yes, that's fine. Thank you, Judge Law. I'm actually fine if you want to continue, but 5 minutes would certainly be plenty if you want the break. If you want me to have the break.
I'll give you a 5-minute recess per the court administrator, so not going to
Okay.
go back. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
We'll report back at 11:05. Thank you.
Mr. White, can you call courtroom 2, please?
Yep.
All right, let's resume. Who are we beginning with? AC, is it AC/DC? Francois, who do
Yes,
you-
Judge.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be position number 42, Ms. Alexandria Simpson.
Okay,
How you doing, Mr. Williams? Okay. How you doing?
Alexandra Simpson is accused of driving under the influence of drugs, reckless driving, and failure to obey traffic signs and signals and markings. Accusation 21 CR 6566C from December 21st, 2020. Ms. Simpson, you have been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Is this a plea, Ms. Tucker?
Yes, this will be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Simpson, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? Repeat.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Scirocco, what is the recommendation?
Yes, Judge, for count 1, the DUI, 12 months, served 32 days, credit for time served 16 days. That is from July 15th of this year to present. Balance probated, complete ADET, a risk reduction course, 1 victim impact panel, $300 fine, and 40 hours community service. Count 2 would merge with count 1, and count 3 is 12 months probation concurrent with count 1, and a $200 fine on that. We ask defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and identification for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea, and Your Honor, we do request that she be allowed to go on reporting upon completing all the terms.
All right. Mr. Scirocco, do you see any DUIs after the 2020 incident?
I don't, Judge. What I do see is an arrest out of Arkansas for possession of a controlled substance, Schedule 1 or 2, other than meth or cocaine from 2023.
Okay. Is she a resident of Georgia, Ms. Tucker?
I don't have her. Are you a Georgia resident?
Ms. Simpson, where do you live?
I live in Arkansas.
You live in Arkansas, and how are you planning to complete probation?
Well, I just started handling all my charges, and I just signed for 3 years of felony probation in Gwinnett County right before I came here for this hold. And I was going to do the process of getting everything transferred after 45 days back to Arkansas.
So are you planning to stay here until you complete the conditions?
If the hold if the hold is uplifted, which that charge should have been dropped in 2023,
Okay.
then yes, I will stay here and handle that and then get it transferred.
All right.
But
I will consider non-reporting probation after she has completed all the conditions in Fulton County. So if she's resolved all her other case holds and she's released, she must report to Fulton County probation until all these conditions are completed, plus being subject to random screens for illegal drugs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Would your client still like to move forward with this plea?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm sorry, Ms. Simpson, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
no, ma'am.
Have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you entering this plea freely, willingly, and knowingly?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you decide to plead guilty, you would have to give up your right to a trial in front of a judge or a jury. You won't be going back to a court of law to face your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, have a counsel assist you to present your legal defenses and arguments, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to driving under the influence of drugs, and failure to obey traffic signs and markings.
Guilty.
For the DUI charge, your sentence is 12 months to serve 32 days, credit for time served 16 days. Once you have resolved all your holds, you must report to Fulton County Probation within 48 hours of being released. While on probation, you will complete an alcohol and drug evaluation within 10 days of being released. You will complete a risk reduction and a victim impact panel within 60 days of being released. You will pay a $300 fine at a minimum rate of $30 per month, and you will complete 40 hours of community service at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month. The community service must be done at any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school. Count 2 will merge with Count 1, and Count 3 will be 12 months concurrent with Count 1 with an additional $200 fine. So your total fine is $500. So your minimum payment per month would have to be $50 per month. Once you have completed all the conditions, you have paid off all your fines and court costs, and your probation fees are up to date, your probation may be non-reporting. For a minimum period of 12 months, you're not permitted to have a driver's license, nor a limited driving privilege. So no driving for the 12 months that you'll be on probation. No driving. Arkansas will recognize Georgia, and they will suspend any license you have.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't discuss that term with,
It is a requirement of the court with your DUI for drugs conviction.
did you,
Did you want to withdraw your plea? I'll be glad to set it aside.
May I just say one thing? Would I be able to get a worker's permit? I have 8-month-old twins.
A worker's permit? Are you a non-resident of the USA?
I'm a citizen.
You cannot drive. No driving. No driver's license. No limited permit. None.
Okay.
Until you stay off the drugs and you show that you're clean.
I've completed treatment.
Understood.
usually
But I'm not convinced.
Okay.
So, would you like to proceed with this plea, or would you like to withdraw and have a trial?
I'd like to continue, please.
I'm sorry?
I would like to continue, please.
Okay. So, Ms. Lewis, please make a note, no driving for 12 months, no limited driving permit. Thank you.
Number 10, Castillo.
Number 10. Brian Castillo is accused of criminal trespass and theft by shoplifting at a Walmart on Cleveland Avenue on July 16th, 2025, case 25CR4048Y. Mr. Castillo, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. White. Is this a plea, Mr. White?
It is, Judge.
Mr. Castillo, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On the criminal trespass, the recommendation is 12 months concurrent with count 1. On the theft by shoplifting, the recommendation is 12 months served 30 days, credit for time served 15 days from July 17th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, anti-theft course, a $500 fine, 40 hours of community service. And stay away from Walmart at 844 Cleveland Avenue in East Point. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
And so stipulated for the purposes of the plea, Judge, we would ask the fine be converted to 50 hours of community service and the probation go terminate or go non-reporting upon completion of all of his requirements.
Is he presently not employed?
That's my understanding, Judge.
Is he disabled?
I do not know.
Okay. Request denied. It'll be a $500 fine and 40 hours community service. He'll be required to pay the fine. Hopefully, he'll have the next 12 months to get a job and start working on that. Mr. Castillo, would you like to proceed with the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No,
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
yes,
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
yes, Mr. White, thank you.
And
Lord.
are you entering this plea freely, willingly, and knowingly?
Yes,
If you decide to enter this plea, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You will not be going back to court to face a judge or a jury, to confront your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, present your own defenses and arguments, and the state won't have to prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to criminal trespass and theft by shoplifting at the Walmart on Cleveland Avenue?
Guilty.
For the trespass, it will be 12 months concurrent with the shoplifting charge. The shoplifting conviction, your sentence is 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. Does he have any holds, Mr. White or Ms. Falk?
Nothing I'm aware of, Judge.
Okay, then he will report to probation next Monday before 3 p.m. While he's on probation, he will complete an anti-theft class within 60 days of being released. He will pay a $500 fine at a minimum rate of $50 per month. He will complete 40 hours of community service at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month. He will stay away from the Walmart store at 844 Cleveland Avenue in East Point at all times. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank
Position,
you, everything.
positions 2 through 4, Mr. Beatty.
Repeat, Deputy, I'm sorry.
Positions 2 through 4.
Okay, thank you. Donald Beatty has got 1, 2, 3 cases before the court, and they are as follows. 25 CR 4042G, theft by shoplifting and theft by deception from May 10th of this year. 25 CR 4043G, theft by deception and theft by shoplifting from April 29th of this year. And 25 CR 1120G, criminal trespass from March 3rd of 2025. Mr. Beatty, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Mr. White. May I place you under oath for the plea? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On the position number 2, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 60 days, credit for time served 16 days, and that is from July 16th of 2025 until today. Balance probated. Stay away from all Target stores, a $500 fine, and 40 hours of community service. Count 2, the theft by deception, will run 12 months concurrent with count 1. On position number 3, the state's recommendation as to the theft by deception is the same, 12 months served 60 days, credit for time served 16 days, stay away from all Target stores, a $500 fine, and 40 hours community service that will run concurrent with the previous case, and 12 months concurrent with count 1. On the position 5-4 case, 12 months concurrent with the previous case, stay away from Walmart located at 970 Mansell Road in Roswell. We do also have an add-on criminal trespass, which is 25 CR 00480G, which will also be 12 months concurrent. Stay away from Walmart located at 970 Mansell Road in Roswell. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
What was the date of incident for the add-on case ending in 4080G?
Let me take a look at the incident date on that case, Your Honor. Shouldn't take me more than a moment.
March, April, May.
Incident date on that is going to be, according to Odyssey, July 16th of 2025. So that was the case he was eventually arrested on.
Okay. And how much additional time does he have to serve?
He would have to serve, based on this,
14 days.
Okay. And let me see, just for Miss Lewis and myself, the $500 fine and the 40 hours community service needs only to be done once for all 4 cases.
Okay, I got it.
I'm asking Ms. Falk.
Oh, yes, the state's agreeable to that, yes.
All right, Mr. White?
Yes, Your Honor, we do stipulate for the purposes of the plea. We would just ask that you waive the first 3 months of probation fees. He's going to be in another 2 weeks. He's not employed. Additionally, we're asking that he be allowed to report by phone or and mail. He's a resident of Mableton and has no transportation. His wife works during the day, and he has other responsibilities. But getting to and from probation would be very difficult for Mableton with no transportation. So we're asking to be allowed to report by phone and mail, and ask the probation go to non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements.
Your Honor, the state would object to reporting by phone or mail. The state would object to going non-reporting after completing the conditions, given the number of cases we're resolving under this plea.
And Your Honor, I'm not sure why the state would object to reporting by phone or mail as long as he does what is required. The additional hardship of him being able to get to and from probation will make it that much more difficult for him to complete any of the requirements the state has asked him to complete.
And my response to that would be he managed to get around just fine when he was going to the different targets and defrauding them. I'm sure he can manage to get to probation.
Defense request is denied. He'll be required to report in person to Fulton County Probation once a month. He'll be required to make sure that he stays away from all these locations. He will need to pay his probation fees and his fines in accordance with the sentence. Would your client would like to proceed with this, or would he like to?
Yes, Judge. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Beatty, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
No.
I'm sorry, you have to speak up for the court report as well.
No, ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in all your 4 cases?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you satisfied with your legal services?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Mr. White.
Are you entering a plea to all 4 cases freely, willingly, and knowingly?
No.
Repeat.
Yes, ma'am.
If you decide to enter this plea, you would be giving up your right to a trial in front of a judge or a jury. You will not be going back to a court of law to face your accusers, to challenge the evidence that will be brought against you for all these cases, to be able to present your legal defenses and arguments through your attorney. And the state will not have to carry its burden to prove all these charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Beginning with position number 2, theft by shoplifting and theft by deception at Target on May 10th, 2025. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Your sentence is going to be 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 16 days. You have 14 more additional days to serve at the jail, after which you'll be released, and you must report to Fulton County Probation in person within 48 hours of being released. So within 48 hours, if the first business day falls within there, you must be in Fulton County Probation Office. While on probation, you will stay away from all Target stores. You will not conduct any transactions with any Target store, whether in person and online. You will pay a $500 fine and plus court costs and complete 40 hours of community service at any nonprofit agency. The fine must be paid at a minimum rate of $50 per month, and the community service must be done at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month. Count 2, theft by deception, will be 12 months concurrent with count 1. For position number 3, how do you plead to theft by deception and theft by shoplifting?
Guilty, Your Honor.
It'll be on count 1, the sentence will be the same, 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 16 days, balance probated, stay away from all Target stores in person and online. The $500 fine and the 40 hours community service will be concurrent to case number 25 CR 4042J. Count 2 will be concurrent with count 1. Position number 4, ending in 1120G. How do you plead to criminal trespass?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Your sentence is 12 months, concurrent with position number 3. And you are to stay away from the Walmart store at 970 Mansell Road in Rossville, Georgia. Your 4th case, 25 CR 4080G. How do you plead to criminal trespass from July 16th, 2025?
Your Honor.
Repeat.
Guilty, Your Honor.
Your sentence is 12 months, concurrent with case 25 CR 1120G. You are to stay away from the Walmart store at 970 Mansell Road in Rossville, Georgia. And Mr. Bieri, given this high frequency of violations within a short time period, I'm going to require you to stay away from all Walmart stores. Your wife can go shopping there, but you cannot step into a single Walmart store or conduct any online transactions. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You and shopping do not go hand in hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember to report to probation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Judge, I have the add-on number 3, Ms. Simmons.
So Deputy Blunt, can you hold Mr. Beatty? I'm going to talk to him real quick.
Deputy, could you repeat that number again, please?
It's add-on number 3.
Add-on number 3.
Simmons.
Your Honor, I have an announcement in regards to position 3 on the add-on calendar.
Okay, give me a moment. Okay, what is the announcement?
Hello?
We're requesting a reset to,
Hello?
sorry, to next Thursday's SAP calendar, the 7th.
Okay, so position number 3, Corey Curtis, is that correct? Is it Corey Curtis?
Oh, sorry, for the position,
Or is it Terrell Watts?
position 3 should be Zakira.
Zakiria Simmons.
This is Zakira Simmons, add-on number 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's okay. On my calendar, it's position number 4. I'm sorry. Okay. On the
Yeah.
okay. Zakria Simmons.
Yes, Judge, that's correct. Yes, ma'am, that's me.
Okay, your case is reset to next Thursday, which is going to be August 6th at 9 a.m.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, just to update, I think that's August 7th would be next Thursday.
Is it 7th? Okay. Oh, you're right, because the 4th is a Monday. Sorry. Okay, August 7th. Thank you for that. All right.
And additionally, Your Honor, actually, position on the add-on calendar, position 2, Corey Curtis is also, I was gonna request a reset on that as well, so you are.
All right, Corey Chadwick Curtis on the add-on calendar, case 25 CR 004074B is going to be reset to August 7th SAP.
Thank you.
All right. I have on the add-on calendar remaining, we've already addressed position number 1.
Well, I appreciate your service.
Can we do position number 14, Mr. Denley?
And Your Honor, what was the result on position number 1 on Christopher Booker, the add-on?
He went to downtown court.
Okay, so it's reset to, I guess, August 7th?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and then that leaves us with Terrell Watts. Anything to do with Terrell Watts on the add-on calendar? Yes, no? Okay. Position number 14. It is. Horace Denley, is that correct, Ms. Tucker?
That's correct, Judge.
Oh, okay, Mr. White. And is this a plea, Mr. White?
It is.
Horace Denley is accused of criminal trespass, case 25 CR 4050H from July 15th, 2025. Mr. Denley, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Mr. White. May I place you under oath for the plea? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
No.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Ms. Polk?
Yes, Your Honor. On the criminal trespass, state's recommendation is 12 months served, 32 days, credit for time served 16 days. That is from July 15th, 2025 until today. Balance suspended. Stay away from AX Auto Inc. That's at 2790 Burton Road in Atlanta, Georgia. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
So stipulated, Your Honor, nothing further.
Mr. Denley, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
Ma'am.
And have you understood what's going on in your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
If you decide to plead, you would have to give up your right to a trial. You won't be able to go back and confront your accuser, challenge the evidence brought against you, and the state won't have to prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to criminal trespass at AX Auto Inc.?
Yes.
Repeat.
Guilty.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 32 days, credit for time served 16 days, balance suspended. Do not return to that store, otherwise you'll be arrested again.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. McLeod, any updates on,
Mr. Brady, Your Honor?
yes.
Yes, my client has indicated that he was interested in pleading guilty to the charges, Your Honor.
All right, with FVIP, no contact and so forth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Deputy, do we have Donald Beatty?
Yeah, he's right here.
Eric Brady, Your Honor? Oh, that's a different person.
Judge, we've already done Ms. B.
Mr. Brady went back to housing.
Oh, yeah, we have Mr. Brady, excuse me, Eric Brady, position 5 and 6.
He went back to housing.
He went back?
Yeah, stand by, go get him. We
Okay.
still waiting on the Spanish interpreter too for position number 38.
Ms. Lewis, what's the ETA in our Spanish interpreter?
You need to find that out because I thought she would be on here. I did have one that was requested. It was
Okay.
confirmed. Let me see what's going on. I don't know,
All
Ms. Young, is there any way you can check for me, please?
Yes, Ms.
Oh,
Lewis,
Ms.
no
Grace.
problem. Thank you.
Ms. Grace, thank you so much. All right. Who else do we have in courtroom 2 that needs to be addressed besides our interpreter case and Mr. Brady?
That's it for courtroom 2.
All right. Everyone else has been addressed. Okay. Ms. Tucker and Ms. Folk, on the add-on calendar, position, well, I'm just going to go by name. Christopher Booker is reset to SAP August 7th. Corey Curtis is reset to August 7th, SAP. Zakiria Simmons is reset to August 7th, SAP. I have Terrell Watts on the add-on calendar.
I do as well, Your Honor.
Mr. Haddad had him, he's submitting a waiver.
All right. On Terrell Watts, on the add-on calendar, this will be a waiver of arraignment and further notice for jail jury. Okay. On the SAP calendar, position number 1, Adams was a waiver of arraignment and reset for jail jury. Position 2 and 3 were pleas. Position 4 was a plea. Position 5 and 6, a plea is pending. Position 7 is reset to August 5th, SAP. And in that particular case, Mr. Eric Brady is represented by Mr. Dennis Murphy. Position 8, Darius Brown. What's happening? This is reset to SAP August 7th. Devontae Carter is released, position 9. So he is further notice. Position 10, Castillo was a plea. 11, oh dear. Is it Cacchetti? Cacchetti?
That case took a plea back on Tuesday counter, Judge.
Okay,
She
So
entered
he's
a plea on that
released?
case on
Okay.
Tucson County, yeah.
all right, thank you. Position 12, 13 were pleas, 14 was a plea, 15 was a plea, 16 Gates was a plea, as well as 17. 18 is reset to August 5th SAP, that's Terry Glenn for attorney Dennis Murphy. Position 19, I have Andre Griffin, who is reset to August 14th.
That's correct.
And that's for position 19 and 20. And position 21, Ari Hill is reset to SAP on August 7th. 22 and was a plea, 23 is null prost, 24 is a plea, 25 is a plea, 26 is null prost, 27 Langley was released. 28 Daniel is reset to August 14th. 29 and 30 were pleas. 31 McClendon is a waiver of arraignment and further notice jail jury. Okay, and same announcement for position 32 and 33 McClendon is a waiver of arraignment, further notice for jail jury. 34 Jermaine Moore. I know you was that a transfer already, Ms. Falk?
Your Honor, the DA's office approved a transfer. Mr. Sirocco sent that to the court yesterday.
Okay.
But it was only on one case.
That was for position 37, that transfer.
Oh,
Not all the
I
cases.
apologize. I thought it was for 34.
Okay, 34 and 35, what's going on?
I got waived jury.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Sirocco. I was looking at 37.
No problem.
34 and 35 are a waiver of arraignment and jail jury. And
6 is waived also, Judge.
okay,
37 is the one that's been transferred to the DA.
right,
That you signed on yesterday.
okay. 37 is transferred to DA.
Yep.
38 is we are waiting on the Spanish interpreter. Do we have an interpreter on Zoom?
Want to sign on, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, Judge.
Mhm.
Your Honor.
Ma'am, please hold. I'm still addressing the attorneys.
Mr. Brady is back.
Okay, thank you. Let me just finish the rest of the calendar. 38, we are going to be addressing that. 39, Sanders was a plea. Latrice Shelton is a DA transfer as well. Has that been transferred?
Yes, Judge, you signed that on yesterday.
Okay, and same announcement for position 41, transfer to DA's office. 42, Simpson is a plea. 43, Sims is a plea. 44, Sims is null prost. 45, Stanhope is going to be reset to August 12th. 46, Bobby Williams was a plea. 47, Jerome Williams was a plea. 48, Ricky Williams was a plea. 49 is a plea. 50 and 51 waivers and reset for jail. No, not waivers, excuse me. Those are reset for jail jury. 52, Zimmerman is a plea, and 53 was null prost.
And you
Okay,
did a bond on 51 to $1,000 surety.
that's what I did. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Eric Brady is back with case 22 CR 19248 and 22 CR 19258. We are going to resume with the plea hearing. We left off with Mr. Brady conferring with his client with regards to the court's recommendation. And Ms. McLeod, you have indicated that he's accepted the court's recommendation. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Brady, you've been sworn. Have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
Oh.
Have you understood what's going on in your cases, including your open case that is from 2025?
Yes.
And are you satisfied with your legal services with Ms. McLeod?
Yes.
Are you entering a plea freely, willingly, and knowingly?
Yes.
And has it been explained to you that if you enter a plea for the cases from 2022, you'll be waiving your right to a trial? You will not have a trial in front of a judge or a jury. You will not go back to court to face your accusers, to challenge the evidence brought against you, to be able to present your legal defenses and arguments, and the prosecutor won't have to prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you prepared to give up these rights?
Yes.
With regards to battery against a pregnant female from January 8th, 2022, how do you plead?
Yes.
Your sentence is going to be to serve 12 months, to serve 152 days, credit for time served 676 days, balance probated. Once you have resolved any holds you have and you are released, you will report to the Fulton County Probation and you will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released. You will attend and complete all 24 classes at your expense without missing or skipping any classes. At all times, you are to have no contact with Zaria Walker, Kenya Lovett, Lavetta Lovett, and you're to stay away from 2960 Middleton Road in Atlanta, Georgia, and 2290 Penelope Street in Northwest Atlanta. Do you understand? No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and you're not allowed to own or possess any firearms. You're not to have any firearms on your person, in your home, in anywhere where you happen to be located. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. You will report to probation every month, and if you violate any of the conditions of your probation, or if you attempt to communicate with any of the victims named in this sentence, your probation will be revoked, and you will spend the rest of the time either in jail or in prison. Understood?
Yes.
With regards to position number 6, case 22 CR 19258, how do you plead to 1 count of battery, 1 count of criminal trespass causing damage to property, criminal trespass, and obstruction of a law enforcement officer?
I don't know nothing about that.
Ms. McLeod, did you discuss position number 6 with him?
I did, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Brady, did you and your attorney discuss the incident from March 31st, 2025?
About that, yes. Good.
All right. March 31st, 2022. Do you recall discussing that with your attorney?
Yes.
All right, I'll ask you again. How do you plead to 1 count of battery, criminal trespass causing damage to property, criminal trespass, and obstruction of a law enforcement officer from March 31st, 2022?
Good.
Your sentence is going to, for count 1, is going to be 12 months probation to serve 152 days, credit for time served 676 days, and it will be concurrent to case number 22 CR 001924A, which means that your domestic violence classes that are ordered in this case will also apply, will be the same as the previous case. You only need to do it once. Understood?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Counts 2, 3, and 4 will be 12 months probation concurrent with count 1. Which means that leaves us with your open case 25 CR 4057A. You're represented by Mr. Dennis Murphy. And in that particular case, you have a $6,000 cash bond. And you're also required to have no contact with the same victims included in your sentence. Understood?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. McLeod. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Oh, do you have anything on our competency calendar before I let you go, Ms. McLeod?
I have not seen the competency calendar, Your Honor. Mr. Grigsby, if he's on there, he's my client.
Okay. We'll look at that and address that. If would you be able to come back?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm available.
Okay, I'll have Ms. Lewis contact you once we begin with the competency calendar.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Lucia, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. We have a case, was it position?
Position number 38.
38, okay. Let's look at
And Judge, I'm going to need to speak with him, so I need to break out. I don't know if we would go to courtroom 1 or if the
All right, Deputy, in courtroom 2, are we planning to clear the courtroom?
I can, and we can go to courtroom 1. Y'all, everybody step in on so they come up.
If you're clearing courtroom 2, with the exception of Mr. Rodriguez, then I can place courtroom 2 into a breakout with Tom White and Miss Lucia. Miss Grace, courtroom 2, Tom White and Miss Lucia are going into a breakout room.
Yes,
Thank you. Okay. I had a young lady on the iPhone. She's got a phone. Yes, please unmute.
Good. How you doing, Your Honor? How you doing?
Fine, thank you. What was your question?
Yes, I'm Miss Cord calling my the guy I was waiting for, Mr. Watts. His sister just referred me that he just called her and said that he had a seizure. That's why he didn't show up for court today.
Terrence Watts? Terrell Watts?
What? Terrell Watts. Yes.
On counter,
I was informed that he just had a seizure. That's why he didn't show up for his bail thing today. He just called his sister. And I
Terrell
told,
Watts.
yes, ma'am.
Terrell Watts is represented by counsel who has indicated that he's entering a not guilty plea and his case is reset for trial.
Okay, so he didn't have no bond. Because she told me that we had trial. That's why we was on here for a bond hearing today.
Let me see.
Yeah, they had sent me the link.
Okay.
And she just notified me that he just called her and said that reason why he didn't show up for court for the bond hearing thing because he just had a seizure.
I don't know what you're talking about, but he's in the jail.
Right.
Excuse me,
Okay.
Judge.
So if he needs medical attention, the jail will be addressing that. But right now,
No, he supposed to have this is a bond hearing, correct? I'm Kimberly. They gave me the link today to speak
well,
on
he's
behalf.
not, we won't be addressing that until next week.
Okay, can you tell us the date?
Oh yeah, it's going to be August 7th.
Okay, thank you. I guess she gave us
Let
the
me
wrong
make
date.
sure. No, he doesn't have a reset date. He just entered a not guilty plea. His case is going to go to trial.
Excuse me, Judge. These cases that were on an add-on counter was a situation where they were bind over cases and they didn't have no bonds attached to them. Instead of waiting to put them on the next available SEA counter, we put them on this counter to address them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right.
So who's representing Mr. Watts?
That was Mr. Hadi. I think he had put in
Mr. Haddad? Okay.
according to their notes. It looked
Alright.
like Mr.
Let me see if it's Mr. White. Mr. White has already left. Oh, he's in the breakout. And Miss Tucker is in courtroom
So
2.
these individuals didn't have bonds on them. And apparently Mr. Watts, due to whatever circumstances that we just heard, but Mr. Hadi waived it. I don't know he was aware of that circumstance, but all these key individuals that's on that add-on do not have bonds.
Okay. I have to wait for the public defender attorney to show up and then I'll be able to address that. All right, ma'am, please hold and we'll find out what the public defense attorney is planning to do.
Okay, I hope. Thank you. I get off. Thank you. I put on. Thank you.
All right, please.
She said
meet
we got a
me.
hold right quick.
Yeah, please, Mia. Excellent. Okay. I have, all right. I have another individual in town cares. Are you here for the 11 a.m. calendar? In town cares.
Yes, hello, Your Honor.
Yes.
I was informed that my client Sandra Basarge had a court hearing today. Is that the case?
Yes, could you start your video, please? I don't know who I'm addressing.
Yes, well, maybe. Let me Let me try and get that going. Bear with me, Judge.
All right, Miss Lewis, I don't think Miss McLeod has a client on the calendar today, the 11 a.m. calendar. Would you agree?
I agree.
Okay, so. Oh. All right, yes, in town case, Miss Borsage will be addressed as soon as we are able to do the breakout for the 11 a.m. So you'll just have to hold and then we'll be able to address it. The attorney will be for Miss Borsage is Mr. Paul Bartel.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, folks, we'll be in a brief recess until Mr. White returns with Mr. Rodriguez. Thank you. Okay, then. Ms. Lucia, we ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, please raise your right hand, Ms. Lucia. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the translation provided will be a true and accurate translation with no changes or embellishments?
I do.
Thank you.
And this will be a good plea, Judge.
A plea?
Yes.
Okay. This is State versus Gonzalo Rodriguez, accused of simple battery family violence from July 2nd, 2025.
Este es el caso del Estado en contra del señor Gonzalo Rodríguez, con la acusación de agresión simple, violencia doméstica, con la fecha de la ofensa el 2 de julio del 2025.
His case number is 25 CR 3808E.
El número de caso es el 25 CR 003808E.
Mr. Gonzalez, you have a right, excuse me, Mr. Rodriguez, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in during the course of this proceeding, your statements can and will be used against you.
Señor Rodríguez, usted tiene el derecho de permanecer en silencio. Cualquier cosa que usted diga puede ser y será usada en contra suya.
You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, Mr. Tom White with the Public Defender's Office will be representing you.
Tiene el derecho a tener un abogado. Si es que no puede costear un abogado, el señor Tom White de la Oficina del Abogado de Defensores Públicos lo va a representar en esta ocasión.
We will have a hearing to consider your guilty plea to this case if you want to enter one. May I place you under oath?
Podemos tener una audiencia si usted quiere declararse culpable en de estos cargos. Le voy a poner bajo juramento.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
¿Jura usted que el testimonio que nos dará aquí el día de hoy será la verdad, solo la verdad y nada más que la verdad bajo palabra de Dios? I swear. Puede bajar su mano.
Mr. Scirocco, what is the plea offer?
Y al juez le pide al fiscal la oferta, que es lo que le están ofreciendo para llegar a este acuerdo.
On the simple battery family violence, Judge, the offer is 12 months, served 60 days, credit for time served 29 days, and that is from July 3rd of this year to present.
El fiscal empieza diciendo que lo que ellos le ofrecen es 12 meses, una sentencia de 12 meses para servir, para estar encarcelado 60 días, pero con el crédito de los 29 días, desde el 3 de julio hasta el día de hoy.
Balance to be served on probation, and while on probation to enroll in and complete the Family Violence Intervention Program.
El balance del tiempo va a servirlo fuera mientras está libre, pero bajo probatoria. Durante el transcurso de ese periodo de probatoria, necesita tomar un curso de violencia doméstica.
Undergo an alcohol and drug evaluation and follow any recommended treatment.
Sujetarse a o someterse a una evaluación de drogas y alcohol y cursar cualquier tratamiento que le digan que tiene que tomar.
Have no further contact with Valentin Diaz Flores.
No tener, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No tener ningún contacto con el señor Valentín Díaz Flores.
Stay away from 1694 Hawthorne Avenue in Atlanta.
Permanecer lejos de la dirección 1694 de Hawthorne Avenue en Atlanta.
Complete 40 hours of community service.
40 horas del servicio a la comunidad.
And have no firearms.
Y no puede tener ninguna arma de fuego.
At this time, the state wants to sound for Mr. Valentin Diaz Flores, and we ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Damas y caballeros, si es que en la llamada de Zoom se encuentra el señor Valentín Díaz Flores. Si se encuentra el señor Valentín Díaz Flores, por favor, abra su cámara y su micrófono y déjeme saber.
Mr. White, do you so stipulate?
We do stipulate, Your Honor. We just ask that probation go to non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements.
State would object. Proceed. I'm just waiting for Madam Interpreter.
El fiscal terminó su parte y no tiene ninguna objeción y el abogado defensor acepta el lugar, o sea que el proceso, el lugar donde está haciéndose este proceso es válido.
The request for non-reporting is denied. Anything else, Mr. White?
No, Your Honor.
También le niegan, o sea, tiene que usted reportarse a probatoria todo el tiempo que va a estar bajo probatoria.
Which means that if he accepts this plea, he would need to report to probation every month.
Lo cual quiere decir que si es que usted acepta este acuerdo, tiene que usted reportarse, o sea, presentarse en la oficina de probatoria una vez al mes, todos los meses durante estos 12 meses.
Mr. Rodriguez, have you consumed any medicine or alcohol recently?
Señor Rodríguez, ¿ha tomado usted algún medicamento o bebida alcohólica recientemente?
No.
No.
Have you understood what's going on in your case?
¿Ha entendido usted lo que está sucediendo en su caso? ¿Perdón?
Sí.
Yes.
And are you satisfied with your attorney?
¿Está satisfecho usted con su abogado?
Yes,
Yes.
If you decide to enter a guilty plea to this charge, you would have to give up your right for a trial before a judge or a jury.
Si usted decide aceptar este acuerdo, entonces estaría renunciando a su derecho de decir que no es culpable y de llevar este caso en frente a un juez y un jurado.
You will not go back to a courtroom to face your accusers and challenge the evidence brought against you.
No puede ir a una corte, a un tribunal, para ver si es que el otro lado tiene las pruebas necesarias para que usted sea encontrado culpable.
You will not be able to present your legal defenses and arguments.
No va a poder presentar sus defensas legales ni ningún argumento legal.
And the prosecutor will not have to prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt.
Y la fiscalía no tendría que comprobar las acusaciones en contra suya más allá de una duda razonable.
Are you prepared to waive these rights?
¿Está usted preparado para renunciar a estos derechos? Yes.
How do you plead to one count of simple battery family violence?
¿Cómo se declara usted en la acusación de agresión simple de violencia doméstica? Guilty.
Your sentence is 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 29 days.
Su sentencia es 12 meses para estar encarcelado 60 días, pero se le acreditan los 29 días que ya ha servido.
Once you are released, you are to report to Fulton County Probation next Tuesday on August 6 before 3 p.m.
Una vez que lo dejen salir en estos días, usted debe presentarse a la oficina de probatoria de Fulton antes de las 3 de la tarde del próximo martes 6 de agosto.
You will report to probation every month.
Va a reportarse con probatoria en esa oficina cada mes.
At all times, you are to have no contact with Valentin Diaz Flores and stay 200 yards away from her.
En ningún momento puede tener usted contacto con Valentín Díaz Flores y necesita permanecer por lo menos 200 yardas separado lejos de él.
You're not to communicate with her in any way, form, or manner, including third-party phone calls or even emails.
Your Honor, as an interpreter's note, I do believe it's a Mr. Valentin.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry. Okay.
Just by the name, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
That's all right. No,
Okay.
my ignorance, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No tiene que permanecer lejos por las 200 yardas, no puede tener contacto ni por teléfono, ni por correo electrónico, ni ninguna forma de contacto con el señor Valentín Díaz Flores.
He's also to stay away from 1694 Hawthorne Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia.
También tiene que permanecer lejos del 1694 Hawthorne Avenue en Atlanta, Georgia.
While on probation, he will enroll and complete a 24-week program called FVIP, and he must attend and complete all the classes.
Mientras está usted en probatoria, necesita cursar un programa que en las siglas de inglés son FVIP, que es un programa de intervención de violencia doméstica.
He must also undertake an alcohol and drug evaluation and submit to any treatment. This must be done within 30 days of being released.
En los primeros 30 días, después de que usted salga libre, necesita usted someterse a una prueba de alcohol y drogas y cursar cualquier tratamiento que esa prueba, que quien le da la prueba le indique.
Must also complete 40 hours of community service, voluntary work with any nonprofit agency that's not a church and not a school.
También necesita usted hacer 40 horas al servicio de la comunidad con cualquier agencia que no tenga fines de lucro, excepto no puede hacerlo con ninguna iglesia ni con ninguna escuela.
The community service work must be completed at a minimum rate of 5 hours per month.
El servicio a la comunidad debe ser hecho un mínimo de 5 horas por mes.
At all times, he's not allowed to own, possess, or have any firearms.
Y en todo el tiempo usted no puede ser dueño o tener una arma de fuego.
That completes the sentence.
Eso es toda su sentencia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gracias.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. If that is all, the interpreter's business may be excused.
Yes, I believe so. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too, Judge.
All right. Ms. Tucker, we have an individual on the Zoom inquiring about Terrell Watts. I believe Mr. Haddad this is on the add-on calendar, case number 25 CR 004283J. I don't know where she went. The young lady who was inquiring about Terrell Watts, please start your video and unmute. So Mr. Haddad had waived arraignment and further noticed the case for trial. But from what I gather, Mr. Watts doesn't have a bond.
Right, but it,
No, I'm not asking for any input from you. So do you know if Mr. Haddad had already had considered the fact that there's no bond set in this case at the present time?
I don't have any information on that, Your Honor. I can reach out to Mr. Haddad regarding the bond on that, but I don't know, and I don't want to.
Your Honor, I'm pretty certain that Mr. Haddad would have considered that. He also has a felony case that is holding him as well.
Do you have that case number?
24 SC 004139.
For Terrell Watts,
Yes, Terrell Watts.
they only showing the misdemeanor charge that he's in, on the counter. I don't see that associated to his booking screen, Mr. White.
Well, from the notes from Mr. Haddad, says that is holding him, and that this case started out in Superior Court, and that is why there is no bond. So,
Miss
waiting.
Miss Lewis, yeah, I do see that case 24 SC 004139, aggravated assault, battery, and cruelty in the 3rd degree. Incident date appears to be May 27th, 2024. And
2024.
yeah, that's the incident date.
That said that was dropped by one of prosecution. And then it was bounded over to state court. Am I correct with that, Ms. Falk? Is this the reason why we had this on this calendar? Because I remember Mr. Jordan indicated that we had to put these cases on the counter because they didn't have, I think these was cases that were originally in Superior Court and then they were bonded over to state court.
Okay, so they were transferred from Superior Court rather than a bind over from a municipal court. Okay.
Correct. But I will say the 24 SC 004139 case is a completely different case than the one that was transferred to us. They have different incident dates, different trajectories. So that 24 SC case is a different case. I will also say I do not see that case holding him. It is there, and it does have a status conference set for August 11th of 2025. I'm trying to find if there was any bond issued
On the
on
battery
that.
charge, that was a $10,000 bond.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. I just need to make sure that.
But I will say, Your Honor, you are correct. and PD White and everyone else is correct. He wasn't given a bond on the case that was transferred to us. I will also say Mr. Haddad is the point person that I communicate with on the jail cases. He actually follows up on them and makes sure we've accused them and placed them on the calendar. So I would also find it hard to believe Mr. Haddad was not well aware of that when he asked that it be reset.
Okay.
Now, the reason for him resetting it, I don't know, but he's been the contact person the entire time with me on these cases.
All right, thank you. Let me see. Presently, I'm going to set a $10,000 bond on the simple battery family violence, which is, I'm just reflecting it off the original bond order that had been set in the felony case. And if Mr. Haddad wants to put it back on the SAP calendar, he simply has to reach out to the clerk's office. Ms. Tucker, could you please advise him accordingly?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, please reach out to Mr. Jawan Haddad with the Public Defender's Office.
Okay.
All right.
So will he have, do we have a bond for 10,000 so I can tell his sisters or no?
You can tell him that we'll issue the order today.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Haddad's gonna do that order or?
No, I'll do it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay, I think we've completed the SAP calendar. Does anybody have any questions about it? No? Okay. Then thank you, Ms. Greenhouse, and anyone
Thank you,
else-
Judge Law.
Thank you. Anyone who wants to stay with us for our 11 o'clock closed-in calendar, you're more than welcome, as long as you're courthouse staff or a licensed attorney with the state bar. Otherwise, it will be purgatory. So Mr. White, unless you'd like to stay, Mr. Scirocco, let's see now.
Excuse me, Judge Law, just so you're not going to have any pleas from the competency calendar?
Mr. Bartel just walked right by the camera in courtroom 2. I'll ask him.
Yeah, good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
Yes, there are no pleas on the competency calendar.
All right.
Okay. Can I ask just one follow-up question? Ms. PD Bartels, what about Rakeem Halbert? I know you asked me for a recommendation and I gave you a recommendation on that back on July 10th.
Yeah, that is not going to be a plea today.
Okay, just wanted to double check before we officially sent Ms. Greenhouse on her way.
Thank you, Ms. Greenhouse. You have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, Judge, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Scirocco. And Ms. Grace, if you can pause the recording and stop the live stream.
And Mr. Kelso, which case are you here for? Just to double check.
He's here for